Hello. I am outside on my front porch, so hopefully the sound comes through clear. I'll wait for people to show up and let me know. But in Connecticut, excuse me, in Connecticut, it's been super hot. It gets really humid here, and it's been days where it's almost like you can't even breathe. It gets so hot and sticky and you just walk out and you start sweating. But I've been sitting inside all day and I just needed to get out. I needed like fresh air. I needed fresh air. And as I've been sitting out here, it's getting darker and darker and darker. Hey, Kristen, can you hear me okay? I'm sitting outside. Hey, Doug Paul. So it's getting darker, but I did bring my light in case I do lose some light. But this is going to be a quick message about like letting self-sabotage serve you and not slay you. And I'm just going to share my live video and then we'll get rocking and rolling. But if you're here, oh good, thank you, Kristen. Hey, Vinny. Oh good, start a watch party. Me now live. Great, thanks, Doug. All right, so I started a watch party the other night. I was going through my videos and I was feeling hi, Jessica. I was feeling into the collective energy that is moving through. And yeah, I'm looking at the quality of the video on my laptop. It's not so great. Hey, Jay, who else is here? Say hello. Jessica. And I realized that I haven't done a live in a long time. At least I haven't done a live in public in a really long time. I have a private group called Mind Mastery, Unfuck Your Mind, Your Grand Awakening, and I do lives in there. I do lives every week, and inside we're talking about all things consciousness, we're all things unfuck your mind, energy, really like peeling away the layers and the things that are in your way of you showing up, being your authentic self, and just like really truly tapping into the divine aspect of the universe that you are. So clearly the group is not going to be for everybody, and I'm okay with that. Hey, Ian. So I'm clearly okay with it not being okay for everybody, and it's one of the main reasons why I started this monthly group. So you can essentially come in and out at any time, and it's been about every week I've been doing a live video, and what I'll do is I'll tap into the energy and I'll get downloads and share posts and prompts for the group. But what I'm starting to see that group develop into is a little bit more of something where there are regular modules that are like containers of information, and what's starting to come through for the next, and I mean, if it changes by the time it launches, it changes. But what I'm starting to hear, the next thing is going to be 11 days of opening to allowing, or relaxing into allowing. Yeah, so any of the control freaks or type A personalities that are sensitive and empathic and know you want to find a balance in there, opening to allowing or relaxing into allowing will be a great, it's going to be 11 days, but it'll be over a period of time. And, I don't see, things rolling like the 1st to the 31st. I just see them coming through me. And, I've struggled a lot with, so I was doing groups so it's probably been about a year where I was doing groups. About a year ago, I was doing these groups, and I would be creating new marketing. I would be downloading new programs and courses to run over the month. And then it would be very involved as far as like marketing the new message and, sharing. And it just became very cumbersome and taking away from like really where I just operate best is in flow and allowing the message to come through me as it's meant to come through me. And so earlier this year, I started just a new monthly group where it's just this rolling thing. And as I said, it's going to be moving into something a little bit more concise, likely starting within a few, probably sometime in the beginning of August, where there's going to be consistent like groups. So if talking about consciousness, if getting out of your own way and unfucking your mind and really wanting to peel away the layers and the programming that you've taken on or learned or adapted that's not serving you and you feel like you're holding back. This is, an entry level space to do some work with me. And the investment is $150 for the month. And like I said, lives weekly, it's been like that, but now it'll be a course and you can upgrade to have a 30-minute one-on-one session with me. Where it's those sessions are fire. We narrow right in and, get to the core of the thing. And then you're in the group and you have my support there as well. And that investment is $250. I have a client in there now where she came to me she came to the group. She was in a lot of physical pain and she wanted to cancel her session. And I was like, no, well, this is a good point. I'm like, Kelly, why are you talking about all of this? You're supposed to be talking about self-sabotage, but this is really all related. So she wanted to cancel her session, her 30-minute laser fire session. And I tuned in and I was like, no, we're not canceling it. She said she was in too much pain. She had to crawl up the stairs to get to bed, blah, blah, blah. But I tuned in and I was like, nope. She was about to have a massive breakthrough. And we got on the phone. I got to the core of what was actually causing her all of the physical pain and what was the, opening up the space to allow this new energy and consciousness to move through her. And yeah, boom, blew things open. She, started to put her ideas out into social media. She came up with these courses. People started reaching out to her for her to support, for them to be supported by her. They wanted to work with her, so it just really opened up this flow. And the really cool thing about it is her doctor had actually told her she needed to have 6 weeks of physical therapy to resolve this thing that was happening in her body. And in a 30-minute session, it was cleared. Because I work on multiple levels. I work with the mind, but I'm working with, your subconscious. I'm working with your energy fields. I'm working, in conjunction with, your higher self and what's channeling through for you. The things that you can't see for yourself, I'm able to see and channel them and share them through. So just a little bit about that. That's the course, but it's what I'm here to talk to you about today is about self-sabotage and how to let it serve you and not slay you. And so when I'm talking about self-sabotage, this message is specific to sensitive leaders and empathic entrepreneurs, but don't click off yet. Keep hanging in here, because if you can really pay attention to what I'm talking about as far as how self-sabotage shows up, how it slays you, and how you can actually have it serve you, you can take what I'm sharing with you today and put it in place of with your love relationships, with your health goals, with your money, right? How you may be self-sabotaging, your money, or the way that, your money. And if you can understand this, you can shift your whole experience and have things working for you instead of against you. So in regards to sensitive leaders and empathic entrepreneurs, the way that you guys self-sabotage is that, these ideas will come through to you and then you don't implement them. You don't post about them. You don't share them. You don't create the program around them. You don't write the blog about them. You are, given opportunities to connect with people, but then you don't follow up, or, hold on. I made some notes, and this next one is funny. Ho, hey, ho, hi, Lisa. The next one talks about distracting yourself. And I was like, what happened? You distract yourself with, you distract yourself, right? You go, you do laundry, you go on social media, OPP, other people's problems you get involved with, rather than, doing the things that you want to do for yourself in your own business. You don't make the call for the new location for your business, or you don't call and follow through with the coach or the healer that, can help take you, potentially take you to that next level that you're ready to go to, right? But it's not, oh, this laptop is getting hot. Hold on. Do you like the rose bushes behind me? I did specifically sit here. This is where I sit in the morning and have my coffee. Kelly Ann, you're so funny. All right. Oh, you know what? A little trick. So the tripod has 3 legs and it's on a table with slats in it. So it's like falling through. Okay. So then what happens, right, is that you don't do the thing that you say you want to do. You don't do the thing that you may bring you to the next level, or you do the thing that you don't want to do, right? You end up, this comes to mind mostly with love, relationships and love, is that, you've ended the relationship, it's not good for you, but then you go and you call him anyway, or you send the text, or, you get yourself back involved in things, right? So you'll see chaos, drama, other people's stuff, tasks, social media, will draw you away from, actually putting your idea and your message out into the world, or sharing your art, right? But here's the thing. Then what happens is that now, because you're not doing the things that you say you want to do, the other thing that actually I'm just remembering now is you don't follow up with your invoices. You don't follow up with collecting the money that's due to you, right? So now these choices that you're making are affecting how you feel about yourself. You feel ashamed, you feel, guilty, you feel, you make yourself feel bad about yourself, and it affects your money. It affects your relationships with yourself. And if you're in a partnership, right, and you're not showing up and doing the things that you say you want to do, it could be impacting your relationship. So this is how self-sabotage will slay you, right? It's not so much about the things that you're doing or not doing. It's even so much more about what you're making it mean about you, or how you're making yourself feel, right? Because this is where these layers start to pile up. Okay. So now, how do you have self-sabotage serve you? Well, look at it as information. Look at what is happening as information for you, right? So how are you feeling when you're not doing the thing? How are you feeling when you're holding back your message? How are you feeling when you're not following through, right? So it's information. Also, an opportunity for choice. Now so rather than getting all involved with the stories and the meaning making, tuning into what is it that I really want, right? This is where choice comes in. What is it that I really want? Do I want this thing that I've been working so hard towards? Do I really want to be running my business this way? Is this how I want to be showing up, right? So letting what is happening give you information and give you opportunities to make a different choice from. Because here's the thing. When I'm working with sensitive leaders and empathic entrepreneurs, what they come to realize, and a lot of the work that we do right in the beginning, is unwinding their minds from what they think they should be doing or how they should be doing it, right? And really tapping into what works for you. What, like how I started this whole video was like, I've created this group, I've created my work, I've created my life in a way that works for me, my way. And I've hired coaches and mentors over the years from the beginning of my work. And I was learning their processes. I was learning their ways of doing things. I was learning their blueprints. And as I started to step into my work and how I was here to be the expression and do the work I'm here to do in the world, I had to unpeel and take away layers of like formats and programs and how-tos and really tap into what is true, real, and right for me. And so maybe you can take a look at self-sabotage as not necessarily a bad thing, but a way that it can serve you in giving you information and giving you an opportunity for choice. So I'd love to hear what you've gotten from this video and what ahas and what, because it may take a moment to digest this and shift your mindset to self-sabotage is wrong. Now I should feel guilty. I feel bad about myself. That whole cycle, right? And shifting it to, wait a minute, this is information and I can make a different choice. And in fact, there's probably a better way to do it. There's a good chance that I want to be doing something different. I'm likely being led to have more clarity about what it is that I want to be doing. So let it serve you in those ways. Okay? And so last thing I'll share with you is that I have a new course. It's called Rebel Rising. It's a 6-week intensive one-on-one where you and I are going to get together and we're going to clear away the things that are causing confusion, causing, the lack of clarity about what it is that you really want for yourself, clearing away the mind fuckery that keeps you from boldly showing up, fiercely saying the thing that you're here to say, confidently sharing your art and your message out into the world, and to be, dropping into your flow, what works for you and how you want to be living your life and being the expression. I see so many people making it hard for themselves because they're resisting what's natural and in flow and trying to do it the way they see everybody else doing it or the way that they feel like they should be doing it. And when you clear away the mindfuckery and tap into what's like real and right for you, yeah, there's some unraveling that happens. Part of your personality starts freaking out when, you're not doing what your mind is stuck on. But once you're guided through that and you learn how to unfuck your own mind and, really drop in and tap in to your wild genius and your natural gifts, it all becomes so much easier. So, this is an application program. Message me if you're interested. 6 weeks together, one-on-one. Clarity, confidence, inspiration, passion, flow, getting your message out there, tapping into. And here's the thing, when you tap into the clarity of what it is that you want for yourself in one area of your life, you tap into it in other areas of your life. When you unfuck your mind from the limitations and the programming and the I'm not enoughness and I'm too afraid to share because I'm afraid of what people will thinkness, boom, you are a fierce force to be reckoned with. And there is massive change about to happen in very drastic ways. And, you're really going to be forced to put down what is no longer working for you and truly just let the limitations and the crap go and let yourself be led and surrender and let it be easy. Because you know what, it's like there's this part of the personality that, and let me ask you if you guys have this, and ask yourself, is that there's some kind of like reward and redemption from getting through something that was really hard, right? Because we've been programmed, it's got to be hard, and if it didn't work, if you didn't work hard for it, then you don't deserve it. Well, that's really kind of like messing with people's minds, and like you're subconsciously making things harder for yourself so you can get over it, so you can feel the accomplishment, so you can feel like you deserve it. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So if you're here to have a ripple effect on the world, if you're here to share your art and your message out in the world, and you know what, you're meant to be doing it your way, message me about the 6-week course Rebel Rising, and we'll talk, we'll chat, we'll see if it's a fit, because this is really, for those that are ready to like hit the ground and run, and those that have been in similar 6 weeks intensives like this with me before have dropped into dreams and started living what they wanted to live. The bugs are starting to come out. Oh my God. Started living their dream that they had for 9 years. 9 years. And within 4 weeks, already dropping in to allowing that to be their dream. Going part-time in their job so that they can have more time for their art. Right? Another one, like, coming to me, she really wanted to implement, I got a business that wants to come, I need to do this business. And then as we go through, she gets clarity that it's not, she felt like she should do a business. She felt like she had to do a business. But when she really dropped in and tuned in, she realized that she had a bigger dream to be living in a different country. And so within the time period that we were working together, she got everything together that she needed to get together to have a long-term stay in a country that she wanted to stay in. And, just weight lifted off of that pressure and that mind fuckery of, I'm not doing the thing that I should be doing. And when you do drop in and let it be easy, it is a little bit mindfuckery for the ego and the aspects of yourself that think it's supposed to be hard. So having a guide along the journey does make it a heck of a lot easier. And so anyway, that's all I have for tonight. I'm going in before the bugs start biting. Right now they're just saying hi. So any questions about the course, just message me, or if you're interested to dip your toes in and work with me inside my private monthly group, message me about that. And thanks for tuning in. And if you watch the replay, I will tune back in. Any comments, I'll post them there. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.